guys, I'm going to attempt to keep this video short and sweet because I have to get on a train in 45 minutes and I haven't packed yet. So, I gotta do this quick. I recently stumbled across a piece of information about weight loss and how it's not quite as straightforward as everyone thinks it is that I thought was really interesting, so I just wanted to share it with you guys. We're currently in an obesity epidemic where lots of people are severely overweight, and it's not good. And this has been theorized to be because people are not only eating worse than we were thousands of years ago, but we're also moving a lot less. You know, we don't have to hunt for our own food and gather our own food, so therefore we're moving a lot less, therefore we're gaining a lot of weight. And this is apparently not true. I mean, it's true that we're eating worse and we're moving less, but it's not true that the fact that we're moving less is directly contributing to the enormous weight gain that we're experiencing. So essentially, in the rest of this video, I'm going to explain why the eat less, move more formula for weight loss is not entirely accurate. There was a study published in 2012 where scientists went to a hunter-gatherer tribe in Africa and measured their daily energy expenditure. They did this using something called the doubly labeled water method, which I will also link information down there, but I'm not going to explain it right now because it's complicated and I don't have time. Basically though, it's an accurate way of measuring how many calories someone burns throughout the day. So these people are part of a hunter-gatherer tribe. They literally have to move all day in order to feed themselves. So you would think they would be burning like thousands of calories, and because they're walking like miles and miles and running after animals. I've never had to hunt for my food. I don't really know how it works, but I assume it involves a lot of effort. But what they found is that the people in this tribe burned approximately the same number of calories per day as a sedentary office worker in the Western world. Which sounds totally crazy, but if you actually think about it for a minute, it kind of makes sense. Back when everybody did have to be constantly moving in order to feed themselves via hunting and gathering, it would put us at a major disadvantage if the body's metabolism couldn't adapt to that amount of activity to like retain the calories that people are eating, right? So if your metabolism didn't adapt and you were burning like 4,000 calories a day, you'd have to consume at least 4,000 calories a day, and that just wouldn't be practical with like in hunter-gatherer societies. So essentially what happens if you're doing a lot of movement is that the body becomes very efficient and adapts to the BMR at rest, so you burn a lot less. The body also evolved when food was a lot more scarce and a lot less readily available than it is now, so the body is very efficient at storing energy. Essentially, we all evolved to have this incredibly adaptive metabolism that will respond very quickly to a decrease in food or an increase in activity. So this is why if you cut your calories really low and you increase your cardio by a lot, in a few weeks your body will adapt to it and you'll stop being able to see progress in your weight loss. Therefore, the worst way to try to lose weight, and especially to lose weight long term, is to completely cut your calories down to next to nothing and increase your cardio a lot. The body adapts to a cardio routine in approximately 2 to 3 weeks. So while your Fitbit might be telling you that you're still burning 500 calories in your hour-long elliptical session, in reality, if you've been doing that hour of elliptical at the same resistance and same whatever for like 3 or 4 weeks, you're probably not burning anywhere near 500 calories doing that anymore. So this is essentially why trying to lose weight purely through cardio is extremely ineffective. Because in order to keep losing weight, you'd have to keep increasing your cardio time or resistance or whatever, and eventually you just can't keep increasing it anymore. Like, you can't spend 24 hours a day on the treadmill. That would not be healthy, and that would just be a bad time. So then how do we get around this? Well, the body needs a reason to burn calories, and there's two main things that causes the body to burn calories. First is movement, but as I just said, the body adapts to this very quickly. And the second is to support active muscle tissue. And one of these tissues is muscle, which costs the body a lot of energy and calories to maintain. So the more muscle mass you have, the more calories you eat will be devoted to maintaining that muscle mass. So if cardio is the worst way to lose weight, resistance training is the best way to lose weight, or at least to lose body fat, which will make you look more toned and defined and great, and just generally be a lot healthier. So essentially with resistance training, you're training your body to be less efficient with calories. So instead of storing them, it uses them all to maintain your muscle. Muscle starts to atrophy after about 3 days. So if you were to put your arm in a cast for like 3 days, you would lose muscle mass in your arm. So that kind of demonstrates how inefficient muscle is in terms of the body trying to retain energy, because it has to spend so much energy on muscle, and if it doesn't need it, it starts to get rid of it. For every pound of muscle that you put on your body will naturally burn at least 30 to 60 more calories per day just sitting there. So if you add just 5 pounds of muscle, you'll burn 300 more calories per day without even trying. So yeah, that is the cool fun fact I had to share with you, and I gotta go. But just really quick, key takeaway is if you're eating healthy and you're doing a bunch of cardio and you still have like 15 pounds to lose and you're just like, why can't I lose this weight? I keep adding more cardio and I keep not losing weight. Cut the cardio and start resistance training like 3 to 5 days a week. You can expect a slight rebound with fat gain because you are getting rid of some of your daily movement, but this will quickly flip around and you will start losing fat. You can always keep increasing your resistance to keep your body adapting, but at a certain point you can't always increase cardio. So cardio should be used more sparingly in order to like prepare for an event. Like if it's summer and you want to like super shred down, or you have a wedding or something, throw in cardio when you need that extra little boost, but like save it for when you really need it. That's not to say that cardio is bad and you shouldn't do cardio. I personally really love how I feel after doing cardio, so I do cardio, but I know that I'm not using that cardio to try to burn extra calories. For me personally, I always had a small layer of fat on me that I couldn't get rid of when I was just doing cardio. And as soon as I started weightlifting, within like 2 months, I could see my abs and I was just like, oh my god, like I actually have abs. This is so cool. And what it took was building some muscle to finally shred some of that last fat off. So long story short, lift heavy, lift often, be patient, and you will see results. Let me know down in the comments if you have been struggling to lose weight and why you might think that is, if you're just doing cardio or if you have something else that might be preventing it. Also, for my next video or some upcoming video, I really want to do like an FAQ tips and tricks for intermittent fasting because I've been getting a lot of questions about it, so I just want to throw it all into one video. So if you do have any questions about intermittent fasting that you want me to go over, please leave them down in the comments and I will try to answer them when I do that video. But until then, please hit that like button if you like this video, found it helpful, etc. Share it if you think people would get something out of it. Subscribe if you want to see my intermittent fasting Q&A or any other future video that I might do. And I will see you very soon. Bye. Wanna say hi? Hello! My cat says hi. Okay, I'll let you go.